we're in this mess because society's lost sight of what's most important. What matters most to me is my faith and my family. And I know I'm not the only one who believes that way. So we're joining together as God-fearing people to take the light into the darkness.
You know, Paul Powers and Johnny Maxwell have some incredible ground that they hunt in south central Oklahoma, and every year they have great bucks on their covert cameras. But that doesn't happen by not putting in a ton of work during the off season.
Yeah, Johnny and I, we work this year round. You know, it's not something that we just do from October to January. It's something we do from October till the next September. I mean, it's 365 days a year. We're getting after them, analyzing these deer, where we shouldn't go, what we're looking for, and what we're looking forward to season, what we can change and maybe get ourselves a better opportunity. There's always something new and we're working at it all year. Yeah, we do from year round. We're analyzing trail camera pictures. We leave our cameras out until, at least until they lose their horns and drop their sheds. And then we'll put them right back out as soon as they start growing horns back. Our covert cameras do a great job keeping up with just the inventory of our bucks, where they're going, what they're looking like, how they're growing, what nutrition they need and don't need, and we try to supplement that. Then we get into later in the summer, we get into food plot planning for the fall season, the upcoming deer season. We use our Great Plains Kubota equipment. Down at Great Plains Kubota is a great operation to deal with, and they're great partners of ours. We use that equipment all the time to get stuff situated, set up, and get ready for the upcoming season.
For Paul, deer hunting is a year-round sport, and that includes calling bucks out of the herd.
Yeah, another thing I like to do is take good buddies hunting. I've developed a good relationship with a buddy of mine named Trent Parrish. And this past season, it was terribly cold in western Oklahoma, and we try to take care of some of our older bucks, more mature bucks that we've had a lot of covert camera pics of through the years. This is what this story was on this 7-pointer. We had seen this deer several times and had a ton of pictures of him. I knew Trent would be pretty fired up if we could get on him. I knew he'd be a good buck to harvest, good mature deer. We've got some deer out in western Oklahoma that are just starving for some buck blitz. They love that stuff. It's like candy for them. So we're gonna go out, bitter cold temperatures. We're gonna lay some buck blitz out and see if we can get one of these bucks to come in, give old Trent a shot.
I'll run a camera. Good buddy Trent's hunting. We're gonna like some stuff, Dave. Stick with us.
He missed the buck and he never left camera. We were able to see this buck. He just circled around. The buck blitz is so addictive. He just turned around and came right back to it.
If this doesn't speak volumes about buck blitz, I don't know what does. I mean, you miss the buck, a big mature buck, and he comes back in. Guys, that just doesn't happen.
Smoke job deluxe. It's cold, bud.
This segment has been brought to you by Vortex, the force in optics. Learn more at vortexoptics.com. And by these fine sponsors. This segment's brought to you by Rambo Bikes. Rambo, taking you places you've never been. Learn more at rambobikes.com. And by these fine sponsors.
Wow, what a shot, brother. Good gosh, what a shot. Look at that. What a stinking shot, Bagger. That is a bow shot right there. Wow. Took that old bruiser down in a hurry. That is an old, mature 7-point buck.
We take inventory on our bucks leading up to the season. There may be 70, 75 different deer that we're getting on camera running 20, 25 trail cameras, but there'll only be 3 or 4 that Johnny or I are interested in. So we set our standards pretty strict as far as we want this deer in this spot, and we're pretty particular about what we hunt and the deer we hunt and the ones we don't hunt. So we let a lot of really nice bucks go. It's not that they're not mature, respectable bucks, just they're not the ones we've claimed it's going to be our bucks. So we're hunting pretty specific bucks almost all the time.
Closer coming in to close the deal.
Do you have anything to say?
I hope we see something.
I always hope we see something.
You know, the grind of deer season can definitely be tough on you, but when you've got your heart set on a specific couple of deer, it means that you got to let a lot of good potential deer walk. This segment's brought to you by Hunter's Cloak, a complete electronic mist system for complete concealment and attraction. Learn more at hunterscloak.com. And by these fine sponsors. We are so excited about our partnership with Victory Archery. Victory Archery offers exceptional products for hunters and for target shooters. All the arrows at Victory Archery go through a rigorous quality control process to make sure you're getting maximum performance and reliability. Victory has pioneered the way with micro-diameter arrow technology. They've also managed to make their arrows with a consistent plus-minus .001 straightness tolerance. Their engineers are aerospace and composite material veterans, making their arrows the most advanced on the market today. If you haven't given Victory Archery a shot, we highly recommend that you give them a try. Learn more at victoryarchery.com.
This segment's brought to you by All Seasons Feeders and Blinds. Family owned and operated, making products to help you enjoy the outdoors. Learn more at allseasonsfeeders.com. And by Automatic Manhood, the 6-week video-based Bible study series from Final Descent Outdoors. Order yours at finaldescentoutdoors.com. And by these fine sponsors.
I've always been a hardcore bow hunter. In the last 20 years, it's my one true passion. But I'm not afraid to get the old rifle out and 7 mag or 243 or whatever it may be and put myself in position to try one with a rifle, especially after 6 weeks of unlucky bow hunting. I'm ready to get the rifle out and make some stuff happen. We run all these cameras, but there's one particular property that we hunt that's kind of way off the grid, that's not easy to get to. So it's one place that we don't have a lot of cameras, but it's one of our favorite places to rifle hunt. You can get up on a ridge, you can see a long ways and see a lot of deer, and that's what we were going to do this morning. Late in the season, we were just going to look for new ground, new animals, just try to refresh ourselves and give ourselves an opportunity with the rifle. Yeah, and just as we had planned, we get up on this point and the sun comes up and it's behind us and we're overlooking this big Bermuda grass bottom. There were deer everywhere. I mean, we knew there was a lot of deer in the area. We just had to sit and analyze and try to scope out what was what. We realized I could tell this buck. I knew basically exactly what he was. I knew I'd had a rough few weeks, and he was a buck I was interested in going ahead and taking.
Wait one more shot. Wait again, wait again, wait.
Oh, jeez, man. What a crazy season this has been. Randy and I have been hunting up north of town, a buck we call Bob. We can't get him where we need him. We come down here on a wing and a prayer, down here to hunt where we hadn't hunted this season. Let a good buck get off the field early, come by us. There's still some deer down here on this field, and he's a really solid, nice, big 8-pointer. I'm darn proud to get him after the season I've had. My kids and wife and families want to know where I've been the last 6 weeks. I'm darn happy to get him. Been hunting hard. I've kind of been stuck on 1 or 2 bucks. We came down here today. We hadn't even been on this property this year, and this buck came out with the does. I've just been hunting hard. I've got some obligations coming up that's going to set me back, so I decided to take this buck. He's a good mature buck, southern Oklahoma. I owe my wife and family and kids for being gone so much, and she puts up with me hunting a lot. I work and hunt, and I need to be better about being with my family. So I appreciate her letting me do this. But love them like crazy, but I love this too, and appreciate Johnny for coming down here to Boggy, we call it, and he made the call today to come down here, and obviously it paid off for me. Thank you, Randy.
After we got that buck down with the rifle, we refocused our efforts on a buck we call Bob. It's just a really big, mature bruiser of an 8-pointer that we had pictures of a couple of years. Just a very difficult deer to get a look at in the daylight. And I was solely focused on him and him only. He was the only deer left on my hit list for the season, and I was going to do whatever it took to try to get a look at him in the daylight.
This segment has been brought to you by Cherokee Sports, solutions for the sportsman. To see their full line of innovative products, visit CherokeeSports.com. This segment has also been brought to you by these fine sponsors. Now it's time for the Real Avid Tech Tip of the Week.
PTP Tactical makes suppressors and other gun accessories right here in the heartland of America. For over 20 years, this family-owned and operated business has had the desire to make sure that their products are always made in America, and they want to support small businesses here in the States, as well as producing the best quality products they possibly can. They take great pride in making sure that every one of their products meets the highest standards possible for quality and accuracy. If you haven't shot one of their suppressors, you have no idea what you're missing out on. And us here at Final Descent Outdoors only trust PTP Tactical suppressors. To find a dealer or to learn more about all the products from our friends at PTP Tactical, check them out at ptptactical.com. This segment is brought to you by Xstand Tree Stands, manufacturing the lightest, most innovative ladder, climbing, and hang-on tree stands in the industry. Learn more at xstand.com. And by these fine sponsors.
Johnny and I get out of work late, so we don't have time to go set up and hunt. So we're just cruising the property with binoculars, trying to just see this deer. And lo and behold, 3/4 of a mile away from where I thought he would be, I saw Bob in the binoculars and knew immediately what I was looking at. And he was not coming from where I thought he was, and it was just going to be a difficult proposition to move in on him close. So we just kind of came up with a game plan. The next day we were going to set up and just kind of throw a home run swing at him and see if we could make it work. Yeah, so after we see this buck, we see where he's coming from and we know where he was going, but there was no way to head him off. We had no trees to get in, we had no pinch points, we didn't have anything. So we literally go out and there's one tree in this big open field. We knew he was coming over the hill. We get up under that one tree, we had no pop-up blind, we had no feeder, we had no ground blind, we had nothing, just us and a little old tree, and one limb that was broke off of it, and we tucked back in there. I looked at him and I said, if this works, it'll be something historic, because it shouldn't. And lo and behold, 20 minutes after we'd been there, we look up on the ridge and there's Bob.
Here he comes, here he comes.
He's standing up there and I'm thinking he's going to turn and walk over the hill out of my life forever. And lo and behold, like it always happens, Johnny says, there's deer to your right, and I look and there's 3 does coming down the ridge. Bob looked like a cartoon character, went from full nervous to full point to he looked like he had hearts coming out of his eyes. But when he decides to come and commits, he gets going a little faster than what I'd want him to. And now I'm just full draw. He's basically in a jog. I'm doing everything I can to try to get him to stop or at least slow down. I kind of look ahead, pick my spot, and just let it go.
Did we just do that? Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, Randy. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Folks, let me I don't know what to say. I can't believe that just happened. We, Matthew's Halon 32, decorated up for my kids. I just smoked this buck right here. What a deal. He just went up on that hill and stood. We're gonna get our gear. That's where we're sitting, folks, just right there. We're gonna get our gear, get out of here, give him a couple hours. There's supposed to be a rain shower coming. We're gonna give him a couple hours. Here we are, this is a buck we call Bob. Been hunting him for 2.5 months, 3 months. We got pictures of him early. This is one big mature buck that's hard to get a look at in the daylight. We rifle hunted him every day of the week. Every day of the season I hunted down here, I hunted this buck with a rifle. Never saw him on the hoof. I knew he was in this area. Johnny and I spotted him yesterday across the ridge, coming across this field. We just got up in this field in a little block of timber, and he came, I mean, you saw the footage. He showed up right to broad daylight, wide open field, no feeder, nothing. This buck just out on the ridge, cruising down into this green field, 1/4 mile down the way. Just super proud to get this buck, just an awesome old bruiser, heavy, gnarly old buck. just super proud to get a buck like this with a bow in Oklahoma. Free range, sitting on the ground, no pop-up blind, just us and him, and we made it work. Randy, love you, brother. Thank you, Jesus, for this one. This is an awesome buck. Proud to get him.
The reason Paul's successful is because of all the work he puts in, and those countless hours is what leads to Paul being successful. In our spiritual walk, discipline is also required if we're going to be a true disciple of Christ. Our goal here on earth has to be more than just getting to heaven. Our goal should be to look as much like and live a life as much like the one who's taking us there. Matthew 28:20 says, teaching them to observe all that I commanded you, and know that I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Are you working daily to be more like Jesus? Today, if we can be praying for you in any way, encouraging you anyway, go to our website, send us an email, go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, shoot us a message there. Let us know how we can help you on this spiritual journey in life. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
Bailey's Outdoor Shop is the official taxidermist of Final Descent Outdoors. Closed captioning brought to you by Real Avid.